What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Roll the 300 subscribers, of course. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about Lonzo Ball, and with Lonzo, it's just been injury after injury after injury after injury after injury, which sucks. Cause if y'all don't know, I'm a huge fan of the Ball family. I was watching reality. My bad, I messed up my fucking words, but I was watching their reality TV show growing up when I was in middle school, and ever since then I've been a fan of the Ball family. But with Lonzo Ball, ever since he got to the NBA, he was a Laker. He was obviously lacking confidence in some areas, and his second season, where he was having a productive season, and he ended up getting injured, which the Lakers played better with Lonzo in the lineup, obviously. And when he went to the Pelicans, he played his best basketball right before COVID, and COVID obviously happened. The next season, he gets injured. Then he goes to the Bulls. He plays his best season. He's on an upward trajectory, which you feel like finally Lonzo's finally healthy, and he gets injured. And he just returned this season, and it's a huge accomplishment for what he's really been through with those injuries. Like, he had to have 3 surgeries on one knee, which fucking sucks, but Lonzo's a fighter. And today we're going to go through his career, and hopefully when he comes back from injury, this next injury, he's out right now with a wrist injury, but hopefully he could limit the injuries, bro. Because if y'all can't tell by the videos I make, I hate when basketball players, one of the best basketball players on the planet, or planet Earth, just gets injured, bro. It just sucks, because the competitive spirit is lacking from these players, bro. But Lonzo has never played above 65 games in his career, which is crazy to say. He's been in the league for almost 7 seasons. Six. This is his 6th year, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is 6th year. It would have been 7, but he was out last season, all of last season. Or he was out for the last 2 years, my bad. The 23-24 and the 22-23. But in his rookie season, in the 2017-18 season, he averaged 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. And remember, when Lonzo first came into the league, he had all the hype. Like, Magic Johnson was talking about, your jersey's going to be up there in the rafters. Like, all those types of shit. Lonzo Ball is Stephen Curry with a 40-inch vertical. If you know, you know. Shout out Mike Korzimba. But it's just crazy how back then in 2017, and you would look back to 2017 and the year being 2025 now, like, you would see how far the hype of Lonzo has really gone. Because I'm pretty sure all that hype died down when he got to the Pelicans, but it was still a little bit there, because obviously the Pelicans had Zion, and Zion was the number 1 pick, and he was projected to be the next great. But Lonzo was alongside him. But we'll get to that. In the 2018-19 season, Lonzo averaged 10 points and 5 rebounds and 5.5 assists. And his second season, the stats aren't saying nearly enough what he was doing on the court. Like, this was LeBron's first season in LA, which is crazy. LeBron has been there for over 5 seasons, which, bro, that shit's crazy to me. I remember when he first got to LA, the reactions and shit. Now he's been there for 6 years, and he's most likely going to get his jersey retired there. It's fucking crazy. Think about LeBron's jersey in the Laker rafters nowadays. But Lonzo was really the piece holding that 2018-19 Lakers team together. Like, as soon as he went down in Houston, he didn't come back. That's when the season really fell apart, and they missed the playoffs that season. The only time they really missed the playoffs in the LeBron era, besides the 2022 season. But in his next season with the New Orleans Pelicans, he averaged 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. Yeah, and these stats coming off of the injury, this was the most games he's ever played in the season. He played 63 games this season before COVID, and it would have obviously been more, because you remember COVID shortened the season. And in the bubble, Lonzo played horribly. Everybody was talking about how bad he was playing, but before the bubble, he was one of the best point guards in the league at that moment. Pretty sure y'all don't remember, but there's a fucking video of him talking about it. And when you look up his stats during that time, he was averaging I'm rounding it out. He averaged about 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists during that moment. And back in 2020, those were great numbers, like for a point guard to be putting up. They're still great numbers now, don't get it twisted. But Lonzo was playing at an all-star level before COVID, and that ultimately ended the regular season. But in the 2020-2021 season, Lonzo also had another good season. He had his best season in the NBA, where he averaged 14.5, 5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. And this was the season which got him paid, which was full-heartedly deserved. Like, Lonzo was on a mission, because after the bubble, people were criticizing him, like, what happened to the Lonzo LeVar was talking about? What happened to the competitive Lonzo? What happened to the good Lonzo? And we all know Lonzo. I ain't even talk about how Lonzo transformed his shot, because Lonzo was a grinder, bro. He still is a grinder, because not a lot of people was coming back from three surgeries on the same knee, bro, because that's just different. But this season, Lonzo had a couple 30-point games, which was never in his bag before the 2020-2021 season. He didn't have a lot of those, but this season he pulled a lot of those out of the bag, and he obviously got a contract from it. He went to Chicago in the 2021-2022 season, where he was having another great season, where he was averaging 13 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Lonzo was really, in my opinion, he was the third option on that Bulls team at that moment. I'm going to call Vucevic the fourth option, just because, why not? But Lonzo was the best defender on that team. He was the best passer. It's debatable if you want to call him the better shooter than LaVine. I would understand why you would go with LaVine, but I'm pretty sure none of us could object that Lonzo was the piece that was holding that Bulls team together, and we all know that, because with Lonzo in the lineup, the Bulls, I don't know if y'all remember, but the Bulls were the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. They couldn't lose. They weren't losing a lot of games, and they started off very hot. But obviously, as we all know, Lonzo ended up going down in that season. He only played 35 games that season, and the Bulls would drop all the way to 8th seed after being the 1st seed in the beginning of the season, dropping all the way to 8th, and they went on a huge losing streak. And right now, Lonzo is averaging 7.5 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's only played 35 games, and I'm pretty sure his season's over with the wrist injury, which sucks. But it's great that Lonzo made a comeback, and is he gonna be a starter again ever in his career? Like, I don't know. Hopefully he does, but I'm just gonna list all the injuries he's been through. December 24th, 2017, he had a left shoulder sprain. January 14th, he had a sore left knee. March 2018, he had a bruised left knee. November 9th, 2018, he had an ankle injury. November 28th, he had an ankle injury. January 2019, he had a left ankle injury, abductor strain, abductor illness, knee, ankle, hip, thumb, healthy and safety protocol. Oh, I forgot about this. I'm gonna keep it a bug. I forgot. And then obviously the huge knee injury, the wrist. It's just, the list goes on, bro. But hopefully in the future of Lonzo Ball's career, he could stay off the injury report and do what he loves to do, play basketball. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. What's good, y'all? If y'all like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. Posting daily, almost every day or every day. And there's a video on the left or in the video on the right. If you haven't watched that one already, click it. It might be good.